I will start with where I stopped. So this is the cathode ray tube. You have cathode electrode here, and from the cathode electrode, cathode particles or electrons will originate, will pass through the anode, get attracted towards the anode, of course, pass through the anode, and now you have a magnetic field with the north pole and the south pole, and you have an electric field. So these cathode ray particles, as we know from the properties, will get deflected by the electric and the magnetic field and will hit the screen on three positions, will hit the screen on three parts. From this experiment, we came to know about three things. One, the magnitude of the negative charge on the particle. Greater the magnitude of the charge on the particle, greater will be the interaction in the electric and magnetic field, and more will be the deflection. So the cathode ray particle which is hitting at C or A has a greater charge, so greater deflection. Second, the lighter the particle, lesser the mass of the particle, more will be the deflection. Of course, it is very common that it's easier to push a thin boy rather than push a heavy boy or a fat boy. So, the lighter the particle, greater is the deflection. And the third property is the strength of the electric and magnetic field. Greater the strength of the electric and magnetic field, more is the deflection of the cathode ray particle or the electron. After carrying out this experiment, what was proved was Thomson proved that the charge to mass ratio of an electron is 1.75 into 10 to the power 11 coulombs per kg, where me is the mass of the electron and E is the charge of the electron. Of course, after that, R. Millikan carried out an experiment which is called the oil drop experiment. Here it is. Just go give a reading to it. It is not that important. In the oil drop experiment, Millikan proved that the mass of an electron is 9.1094 into 10 to the power minus 31. We write this as conventionally. We write this as mass of an electron is 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kgs as found by Millikan, and charge on an electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulombs. This you should remember along with the charge to mass ratio. Children, that much for today. We will stop here, and after this follows some questions, some numericals on chapter 1 that you need to finish and submit by 6 p.m. today evening. Thank you so much. Please stay safe.